Hey, how you doing? Today we're going to be doing what I call 3-2 without the 1 ribs. Basically, I'm sure you Googled it. It says 3-2-1 rib recipe and 3 hours of smoking, 2 hours in the foil, and 1 hour at the end for when you put the sauce on and you want it to caramelize. So I don't put sauce on, so I just skip the last hour. So we're going to get these on the smoker, set at 225, and I'll be right back. So here we are. We got the ribs on the smoker. You can see by the cutting board I put yellow mustard on as a binder, and then I used the blend by Kinder's. I like that product. I like the Kinder products. So we'll get this thing closed up so we don't lose all our heat. We have our bottle right here. We're going to spritz these like every 45 minutes. So when it gets a little closer to being the foil time, I will be right back. So here I am. I'm going to pull these ribs off and put them in some foil for another 2 hours. So there they are, looking pretty good. Hopefully I'll be able to doing this one-handed, won't fall apart. So there we go. Spritz these up pretty good. Hard to work this and hold the camera at the same time. So I'm gonna throw these back in for 2 more hours. And I know I didn't mention earlier, but I am using the Pit Boss combination blend pellet. So all right, I'm gonna finish wrapping this up. I'm gonna throw these back on the smoker, and meanwhile I have chicken marinating. So when I come back, I'll be throwing that on the I'll have that on the grill, and yeah, we'll continue to the end. Okay, see you then. All right, we are back. While we were smoking the ribs, I was marinating some chicken breasts, basically just boneless, skinless chicken breasts, cut in half so that they're not so thick. And then I marinated them for 4 hours with this Kinder's Teriyaki garlic and ginger marinade. So my first time using that, I'll let you know how I like it. What I am doing here, I'm doing a side of rice. I have garlic, onion, and bell pepper cut up in a pan. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of chicken broth, and we're doing a little cheat today. We're using Ben's Original Jasmine rice. Make sure you don't forget to rip the little slit on the top when you throw it in the microwave, otherwise you might get a little scare when it pops on you. So not that happened today, but I've had it happen before. So we're going to get this all together. We're going to get the chicken breasts on the grill, and we will be at our conclusion very soon. So here we go. We got our teriyaki chicken off the grill. We got our rice mixture there. Here's the ribs. Like I said, I don't normally do the last hour, simply because from everything I've ever read on any 3-2-1 rib recipe, is the last hour is to caramelize the barbecue sauce to the ribs. Since I don't use sauce, I don't use the last hour. So 3 hours of smoking, 2 hours in the foil. And as you can see, they're right there, falling apart. Really good. So,
it looks delicious.
Looks delicious. Yes, my wife came home and she is now holding the camera because you could see earlier I was doing this by myself. So yeah, so
hi everyone.
I try my hardest to get everything done at the same time. So, which is not always the easiest thing when you're dealing with all different kinds of things, the stove, the grill, the smoker, whatever. But I try really hard to get everything done at the same time. So, all right, we're going to plate this up, give it a little taste when we come back, and we'll see you then. Go ahead. So, okay, you see everything's plated up. The ribs nice and tender and juicy. It tastes good as always. Now, everybody always says about taking the membrane off, leaving the membrane on doesn't make a big difference. From what I've read, is that judges in competitions don't like the texture of the membrane. I couldn't get the membrane off today, and you can see this is nice and tender, so the rice tastes really good. Teriyaki chicken, that's what my wife wanted for supper, so yeah, everything tastes really good. So, the nice thing about doing a long smoke like this, like I say, mine was only 5 hours because I didn't do the last hour. But I got the yard mowed, got the trash to the curb for pickup tomorrow. I got in a workout, I got a shower, did some laundry, emptied the dishwasher. So, when you have a pellet smoker, a lot of people don't like pellet smokers, but you don't really need to babysit it so much. So it's kind of nice to have, because like I say, you can get a lot of stuff done. You don't need to keep feeding it wood and whatever. I've never used another smoker. I'd like to try one sometime just to see what it's like. But this is my pellet smoking and gas grill chicken on the stove rice by the Ben's Original. I almost said the other name, but we don't want to. Apparently, we're not allowed to use that name anymore. So here it is. Supper is served.
All right, enjoy.
Bye.